Good morning, guys, and welcome to Bernadoodle's Barnyard. So I received some really sad news late last night. Unfortunately, the white baby goat that I sent off to his new home, Mr. Truman, he was playing and running around, and all of a sudden he went stiff and he was just gone. The lady sent him for a necropsy and he had like a little heart attack, so unfortunately he didn't make it. And since she no longer has a pet goat, I might have found a new home for Mr. Wesley. So the little brown and white boy might be going with her this weekend. We'll see. But I was really sad to hear that because Truman was such a sweet goat. He was one of my favorites this year. So today I'm going to show you how to castrate a goat using a band. So since Wesley is going to his new home next weekend, I know she wants a pet. I'm going to be banding him today, so I have a week with him being banded before he goes. And I'm also going to be banding the other goat I'm looking to rehome, Inigo. I don't want him breeding the girls that he's in with, so him and Wesley will remain in with the girls, and the buckling that I'm keeping intact is going to have to move over with Rebel and Boulder this weekend. Banding is really simple. These are the only tools I'll need. A glove so that the blue coat doesn't stain you purple. This is the banding tool. I like to use dog nail clippers in case I need to remove the band really quick. It hooks under it and I can snip it off. That way I don't have to try to fumble with scissors and try not to poke them. If I put the band in the wrong location, I can take it off really quickly. And then these are the bands. Once the band is in place and been there for more than a couple seconds, you really don't want to move it. This risks the bacteria and other things from the testicles, which are going to be essentially mummifying and falling off. You don't want that going back into their bloodstream. So you don't want to take the band off once it's been on. But if it's only been on for a second and you really have to move it, clip it and put one right back on, that's going to be okay. Let me show you how to do this now with the goats. Okay. So first you're going to put your band on the banding tool, slide it over all 4 prongs, push it down so that when it opens they don't pop off. Then you're going to squeeze this to open the band, and then to lock it in place you can do this if you want. Okay. So now it's a little further back than I like it. You can slide it forward a little bit to make it easier to come off. Make sure not put your fingers in there, because if you get this on your finger it'll, well, do the same thing it'll do to him. Okay. So what you're going to want to do is put this part over the testicles, all the way up against his skin, and push down. And you want to make sure his 2 nipples are not in it. You want to go as close to his body as possible, and then you're going to close it and you're going to pull this off onto him. You want to make sure you have both testicles in there. If you have a bigger animal, all you have to do is pop one through at a time, gently pull them through, kind of maneuver the scrotum a bit. You can get it through this even if they're a bit larger, and just make sure they're both in there before you close it. So you want to make sure they're at least 8 weeks old, if not older, so that they have time to develop their urethra properly. Okay. For Wesley here, I waited because he was just so small. I wanted him to develop more. So he's quite a bit older than I normally do then, but he was really runty. So what you do, this is the worst part, they don't like being held upside down. Yep, I know. It's the worst. I know. Come. Okay. I know. So you put it over. I know. I'm actually gonna unlock it first, make it easier. Okay. Press it up against there. Making sure you don't have his nipples in there, making sure they're both in there. And then you just close. I know. Make sure they're both in there and flick the band off. Then you just open it. And that's it. He's done. Confirm you have both in there. 1, 2. I can feel the split in the middle. Okay. So that's how it should look. All right. All done, buddy. So really the worst part for them is being held upside down. At this point, it's gonna just go numb. It's gonna feel funny. It shouldn't hurt that bad. He shouldn't be screaming in pain. Really, it doesn't hurt that bad. He's might go lay down for a few hours, but he should act relatively normal. At this point, you're just gonna wanna make sure the band stays in place, keep an eye on it, and within a month or so, give or take, it'll just fall off. And you wanna make sure he is not getting an infection. So if he's acting funny, take his temperature. It should be within normal range. Any higher than 104 and he has a fever, might be infected. So keep an eye on it and keep in contact with your vet if you have any issues. Hey, buddy. So he's right back eating. Doesn't bother him at all. Forgot to show you it sprayed with blue coat. So that's it, just purple. I forgot to add, the reason why you put the blue coat on is it's a fungicide. It's going to prevent flies from bothering the site while it heals and other infections. I'll just show you it one more time with Inigo. So you put the band on, slide it over, open it up, you lock it just to keep it in place for yourself. Make sure it's not too far down on the prong so it's easier to get off when you want to flick it off real quick. All right, buddy. Ready? I know. It's awful. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're fine. You're fine. We're going to sit you right there. Like, you're a good boy. I know. I know. All right. Boy has a much bigger pair. I know. I know. Okay, don't wiggle. 1, 2. They're both in there. Kind of got to maneuver them a bit more when they're this big. 1 nipple's out. 2 nipples are out. Close it. Flick it off. Okay. Off all the prongs, then you just open it, release him, spray it with blue coat. What a good boy you are. As hard as I tried, I still got myself purple. That's his band. The nipples are not inside the band. And it's nice and high up against his body. All done, buddy. Oh, he's so sweet. Hey, buddy. And same as Wesley, right back to eating his food. Not too worried about the banding. Thanks for watching, guys. Please remember to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. We'll see you next time on Bernadoodle's Barnyard. Have a nice day.